Hi guys, my name is Oksana and welcome to Yoga Hub Online Studio. Today we have a 45 minutes yoga class. It's gonna be a gentle flow, which is good to practice any time of the day really, and maybe in the evening, quite good to wind down as well. And I encourage you to listen to your body, be very mindful, take as much time as you need to breathe, and also use the props. If you have yoga blocks that we have here, it would be nice to use for this practice as well. And if not, take some sturdy book, you might want it. See you on the mat. Okay, we're gonna start on our backs today, guys. So lying down and choose a comfortable position. So you can have your legs straight, you can keep your knees bent, it's up to you. And make any movements you need to make to settle in. Roll the head, move the shoulders, just allowing yourselves to arrive on the mat. Rest your hands anywhere they want to rest. An option to close the eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, let go of any worries for next 45 minutes or so. And just notice your breath, your inhales and your exhales. Notice if your breath shallow or deep. Might notice the rise and fall of your belly and your chest as you breathe in. Maybe noticing the temperature of the air at the tip of your nose. Inhaling cool air. Exhaling warm air. Quick body scan, looking for areas of tension, areas of concern. Relaxing your facial muscles, especially the space between the eyebrows and your jaw. Relaxing your shoulders. And keep scanning down, softening the belly, relaxing the legs. And as your body relaxes, your breath will deepen. Inhaling all the way down to the bottom of your diaphragm. A nice long exhale. See if you can keep that breath steady, body soft and relaxed, and bring both knees to chest. And just massaging your spine by rocking or rolling here a couple of times. And then bring your right knee toward the chest and allow the left leg to rest down on the mat. Circle your right foot a few times, just to bring movement into your ankle joint. And then rock your right hip out and in. Start to checking in any tightness in your hips. Now we're going to take a twist. So with your left hand, guide your right knee to the left. Take your right arm to the right. And take a moment here to notice if you're tensing something that doesn't need to be tense, especially the jaw. Check in with the breath again. Deepen. One more deep breath here. And then as you bring your right leg through center, open it to the right and bring the sole of the right foot into your left inner thigh. Recline tree pose. And take your arms overhead and give yourself a full stretch. Yana sigh, little wiggle. And then let's come back to center And switch sides. So left knee in, right leg down. Few circles into that left ankle. And then start to rock your left hip out and in a couple of times. Let's take a twist. Left knee to the right. Left arm to the left. Relax the left shoulder as much as you can. And keep the breath steady. Taking one more deep breath here. And then coming back through center into our three pose variation. Sole of the left foot onto your right inner thigh. Arms overhead, stretch, sigh or yawn, wiggle. One more deep breath here. And then coming back to center. Bring both knees to chest once more. Bring your hands behind the knees and start to rock back and forward. Spinal rocking. Massaging your entire spine. And then eventually we're coming up and bringing ourselves into all fours, tabletop position. So, hips on top of the knees, shoulders on top of the wrists. Let's take few rounds of cat-cows here. On your inhale, chest forward as you arch in the back into cow. On your exhale, tucking the tailbone under into cat, belly in. Inhale. And exhale. Couple of more breaths. Allow the breath to set the pace for the movement. And then let's come back to center. Keep your left hand down, take your right arm up into a twist and bring movement into your right shoulder joint, few big circles. And prepare to take a shoulder stretch. Next time your right arm reaches up, inhale. On your exhale, thread your right arm under the left. Lie down on your right shoulder and the right side of your face. So if that's not accessible, you can always take a block or any blanket and lower the head down. So elevating. So listen to your body, be mindful of it. For your left arm, you can keep it in front of you. You can wrap it behind you. So it's a shoulder stretch. So do it what suits you today. Make sure the breath is deep. Taking one more here. And then left hand in front of your face. Push the mat away. One more time. Open and twist to the right. And as you exhale, release. Let's do the other side. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. Few circles. Exploring full range of motion into that left shoulder joint. And then inhale, reach. Exhale, thread, lie down on the left shoulder and the left side of the face. And like I said, the right hand now can stay in front of you. You can wrap it behind you. The other option, reach it forward and walk those fingertips toward the left. And it will give you a bit more rotation in the spine. Welcoming sensations into that left shoulder area. One more deep breath here. And then bring the hand in front of your face. Open and twist to the left. And exhale, release. So from your tabletop position, tuck your toes under and hover the knees over the mat. Start to activate your core. Feel the arm strength and the shoulder stability. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, lift the hips up to downward facing dog. Your knees could stay bent for the first down dog of the class and focus on finding the length in the spine. Sending your sitting bones up toward the ceiling. And keeping those arms, so kind of your ears between your upper arms. If you need a bit more or feels good to stretch the back of the legs, bend one knee, straighten the other, and then switch. So walking on the spot. On your next inhale, ripple forward, find your plank. And we're gonna lower ourselves down. Start with lowering the knees, bend the elbows back, bring your chin, chest, belly to the mat. Now take your hands away from the mat, stay in your fingertips, press into the fingers, and then lift the chest. Wide cobra, lowering down. Twice more, inhale, lift. Exhale, low. And one more, inhale. And exhale. Hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes under, hands and knees, and then downward facing dog. Breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. Look toward the hands, walk slowly to the top of the mat. And from here, inhale, halfway lift, slide your hands to your shin, so you're literally in your halfway lift, your back is parallel with the ceiling. We're gonna spin our palms down and reach the arms back in line with your torso. We're gonna really extend the fingertips back, shift the weight to our toes, and lift the heels. Feel those back muscles are working. One more deep breath. Exhale, fold. And you can sway side to side, shake and nod the head. Slow down the breath. And then from here, we're gonna uncurl the spine, coming up to standing. On your inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And then from here, make sure you're at the top of your mat, mountain pose, Tadasana. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, slightly bend the knees, folding down. We're gonna take our halfway lift the same way we've done already. Sweep the arms back, parallel your back with the ceiling, reach the arms back so the neck is long. Shift the weight to the toes, lift the heels. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna step our right foot back and lower the right knee down. Take your blocks just for a bit more assistance if needs be. Make sure your hands are inside of your left foot. So go a bit wider if needs be. And the blocks are really good, just assisting you and really find if you're struggling to keep your hands down, elevating them will help you. And then just freestyle here. Explore what feels good in your hips. And then let's align our left knee on top of the left ankle. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and rise with the arms into low lunge. Hold the right wrist with your left hand. Pull your right arm up, side bend to the left. One more deep breath. Come back to center. And from here, bring your hands to your hips and straighten the front leg. Sometimes you need to wiggle the left heel forward. Keep the left leg straight, flex the foot, and then hinge forward. So we're going for a deep hamstring stretch. And again, the blocks could be very handy to rest your hands down. Try to keep the back as straight as possible. Allow that left hip to move back without moving the foot. Take in 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. And then let's rebend our left knee. Hands inside of your left foot. Tuck your right toes under. Take your right knee off the mat. Push the mat away with your hands. Lift the hips. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lowering yourself down. Knees, chin, chest, belly to the mat. Inhale, take baby cobra this time. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2. 1. Look toward the hands. Walk, step, or jump forward. Let's come to a halfway lift, working on those back muscles, arms back, tip your toes, optional. Exhale, forward fold. Rising up, arms overhead. And hands to your heart. Let's go for the other side. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Arms sweeping back, halfway lift. Fold again. Left foot steps back. Bring the right hand inside of your right foot and drop your left knee down. And take a moment here again to explore. Use the blocks if needs be. Whatever you do, make sure you're breathing. And try to be aware of that unnecessary tension in your face, your jaw especially. And then align the knee on top of the ankle. Squeeze that right heel toward your left knee, if you look at my movement here. And that will stabilize your hips. And when the hips are stable, it's much easier to rise. Keep that stability in the hips. Hold your left wrist with your right hand. Pull the left arm up, side bend to the right. Breath is steady. 1 more. Come back to center. Hands on hips, straighten the front leg. Flex the foot and then hinge forward. Use the blocks if needs be or hands down on the mat. That deep stretch at the back of your right thigh. 3 deep breaths, inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Rebend your right knee, walk your hands forward, tuck your left toes under, lift the knee. Now you engage in the arms, engage in your core, lift the hips, and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lowering yourself down. And this time, inhale, find your baby cobra again, but take your hands away from the mat. See if you can lift a bit higher and take the legs. Breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, downward facing dog. From down dog, look toward the hands, walk, step, or jump forward. Inhale, halfway lift again, option arms back, tippy toes. Exhale, fold again. Rising up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. So we're gonna go for some balance now, and we will take a tree pose. So bringing your hands to your hips. We have our left leg standing, and we're gonna come to our right tippy toes. We're gonna keep our hip bones facing forward and start to rotate the right hip out. We're going for tree pose, as I said. We've done it already lying down, so you know where we're going. And then either rest your right heel on inside of your left ankle, or start to bring your right foot a bit higher. Once you find the position of your right foot, bring your hands to your heart. Now see if you can press into the big toe side of your left foot. So you're getting a bit more stable that way. Relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. On your inhale, take your arms up. On your exhale, bring them down. On your inhale, scoop them up. On your exhale, bring them to your heart. Maintain your balance. And once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And your heart center, exhale. So if you can maintain that balance, bring your right knee forward. Bend your standing leg. Hinge forward, send the right leg back. Take a moment to gain that balance here. And then we're going to straighten the right leg back and reach the arms forward for counterbalance. Start bending your standing leg and lightly step into crescent lunge. Adjust the stance so you're stable and feel the stretch into the hip flexors. Hold the right wrist with your left hand. Pull the right arm upside, bend to the left. Direct the breath into the right side of the body, all the way down to your hip flexor. Inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, straighten the front leg, bring your hands to your hips. Press into the base of your right toes. See if you can send the left hip slightly back. And then we're gonna hinge forward. Hands on thigh, your blocks, or fingertips on the mat. Hold your stretch. Always get back to your breath and make sure you're not holding it. Then that quick body scan, always good to do. Letting your body know that you're not in danger, you can relax. One more deep breath here. And then rebending your left knee, knee on top of your ankle. Pivot onto that right foot and plant your right heel into the mat. You're gonna keep pressing to the right foot, reach the right arm forward, and then make a big rainbow all the way back into Warrior Two. And then adjust your stance. Facing the front of the mat. I'm just gonna, guys, change so you can see me. Finding your Warrior Two. So left knee tracking in line with your second toe. Right heel reaches back, shoulders on top of the hips. Now spin the left palm up and wrap your right arm behind your back and take your left arm up and back into peaceful warrior. Even so, you can't see your left knee, get that sense it's still in line with your middle toe. Straighten the front leg and reach forward with your left arm. Keep squeezing your inner thighs towards each other. Press firmly into the base of your big toe on the left foot, so you're more stable. And then drop your left hand down. Maybe take your right arm up into triangle. Steady the breath as usual. One more deep breath here. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other and lift up, up, up. Parallel your feet. Hands on hips. Slightly turn the toes in, so you have internal rotation of the hips, slight one. And then as your hands on the hips, micro bend the knees, and we're gonna fold halfway down. Paralleling your back with the ceiling. Keep the energy in the legs. Lower your hands down into forward fold. It might be your hands. If it's not, you have something, just stay a bit higher. It could be your elbows. It could be the crown of the head. And again, if it's almost there but not, you can rest the head on the block. Take in 3 more deep breaths. And then coming up, halfway lift. We're gonna walk our hands to the front of the mat, towards our left foot. Spin the left toes out. Take your right heel back up. So you're facing the front of the mat. Lift the hips, down dog. On your inhale, forward into plank. On your exhale, lowering down to the belly. Inhale, find your baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Always check in if there is a tension in the neck, little shake or nod here. And then look toward the hands. Walk, step, or hop forward. Halfway lift, arms back, tippy toes, optional. Forward fold. Rising up, arms overhead. And bring your hands to your heart. Let's go for the other side. So this time, your right leg standing. Left tippy toes. Make sure your hip bones are facing forward as you're rotating the left hip out. And find your 3 pose variation. Like I said, if it's a wobbly day, keep your toes on the mat. If you need to go higher, go higher. Try to avoid your knee joint. It's above or below the knee. And it is a wobbly day for me on this side. So I'm gonna keep my foot down, but I'm still gonna press into the big toe side of my right foot, which bring the hips up to center. And then bring your hands to your heart. Find something to focus on to keep you more stable. And then lift the arms up on your next inhale. And bring them down as you exhale. Scoop them up, inhale. And to your heart, exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Maintain that balance. Bring that left leg forward. Bend your standing leg and start to lean forward, send the left leg back. Once you gain stability, straighten the left leg and reach the arms forward for counterbalance. Keep bending your standing leg, reach your left toes far back and bring them down. Crescent lunge. Adjust the stance. Hold the left wrist with your right hand. Pull the left arm up, side bend to the right. Let's come back to center. Inhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten the front leg as you're pressing into the back foot or the base of your toes. And we're going to start to hinge forward. We're going to maintain that stability by squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. And eventually bringing the hands down. Hold your stretch. 3 more breaths. 2. And 1. Rebend your right knee. From here, pivot onto that left foot, plant the heel into the mat. Use the back foot to gain a bit more stability. And don't be afraid to adjust your stance always to find that alignment. Front knee in line with the second toe, shoulders on top of the hips, but drop them down as you're sending the energy to your fingertips. Let's take a peaceful warrior, right palm up, left arm behind your back. Take a big rainbow back, peaceful warrior. Now keep that length in the right rib cage as you're straightening your right leg. Reach forward with your right arm. Keep reaching, keep lengthening. Lean back with that left shoulder. And drop your right hand down. Take your left arm up. Now we're going to press into the big toe side of the right foot. And you can always look down if your neck is not happy. Just, like I said, be mindful of your body and always adjust. 1 more deep breath. Keep the energy in the legs, that little squeeze to come up. Parallel your feet. Bring your hands to the hips once more. Pigeon toes. Micro bend the knees halfway down. Keep that halfway. Take your arms east to west, airplane. Once you're stable, right hand down, left one up. Find your twist. You're welcome to wrap your right arm behind your back, which will open the shoulder a bit more and release it. And you're also welcome to take your right hand to your left ankle. Let's come back to center. Keep the energy in the legs. Spread those arms. And twist towards your right side. Bring your left hand down. Take your right arm up. Again, option. Wrap the top arm behind your back. Option to take your left hand on the right ankle and get a bit more rotation in the spine. On your next exhalation, come back to center. Bring your hands down. Walk them to the front of the mat toward your right foot. Right toes forward, left heel back up. Press firmly, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take in 3 deep breaths. Deep inhale. Long exhale. And 2. And 1. So we're going to look toward the hands and step or hop outside the wrists. So either step your feet or hop them there. Toes turned out, heels in. And we're going to find our yogic squat malasana. Go halfway first so your knees and your hips are level. And maybe rest those elbows inside of your knees to push the knees apart. If it feels enough, stay here for a few breaths. If you can lower yourself down a bit more, go for it. And then your arms gonna end up, upper arms inside of your knees. Take your hands to your heart center if you're here and try to keep the back straight. You can also take a supported version and sit on your blocks. So again, suit yourself. It's a gentle flow today. So make sure it suits you. And we're going to take 5 or 6 deep breaths. I invite you to close the eyes and really bring the focus inwards. Soften in the belly. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Blink your eyes open. Remove your blocks if you were sitting on them. And then either use your hands to lower yourself down, or if your ankles and your knees allow you to roll yourself down, go this way. Then bring your feet together, knees apart, and butterfly the legs. And then prepare to fold. So just bring either forehead toward the feet. If you have a classic version of Baddha Konasana, keep your heels closer to your groin and try to lower yourself down with the straight back. But I think more accessible to go with the round back and legs in diamond shape. So you have a nice spine stretch. You will still feel a groin stretch, maybe not as deep as in a classic version. Soften the belly. Relax the jaw. Taking one more deep breath here. And then slowly coming up. As you bring yourself up, bring the feet on the mat, lean back, massage the sit bones by rolling those legs left and right like a windshield wipers. And then prepare to lie down on your back. So bringing yourself down, keep your knees bent, keep your feet on the mat. We're going to take a figure of 4 stretch. So start with your right ankle above your left knee. Take your right hand and push that right thigh away from you, externally rotating that hip even more. Press your back into the mat to activate and engage your abdominal muscles, and then lift the left foot off the mat. You're going to start to bring that left knee toward the chest, and then wrap your hands behind your left thigh. Pull the left leg toward you. In the meantime, push the right knee away from you, either with the hand, if possible, or with no hands. So it's a push-pull action. You should feel sensations into the right hip, your glute area, maybe the low back on the right. And you're welcome to add a gentle rocking here. Sometimes it feels good, sometimes it's too much. Taking 3 to 4 more breaths here. Very good stretch for sciatica and your low back issues. So good to do on a daily basis. And then from here, bring your left foot down. Cross that right leg over the left. Take your arms away from the body with palms facing up. Slightly scooch your hips to the right and drop the knees to the left. And if this is uncomfortable in your low back, just uncross the legs and keep them on the left side. Whatever you do, make it comfortable. Relax the shoulders. And take in one more deep breath here. And let's come back to center and do the other side. So right foot on the mat, left ankle above your right knee. Use your left hand to open that hip as much as you can. Move it far away, finding that external rotation. Press your back into the mat without tensing the shoulders. Lift the right foot. Start to bring your right knee to chest and then bring the hands behind it to get a bit deeper. Create that push-pull action. Pull the right in, push the left one away. And again, adding a bit of a movement might feel really nice. Take in 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. And then keep the legs where they are for now. Bring your right foot down, cross that left leg over the right. Slightly move your hips to the left side of the mat and take your knees to the right. Adjust the arms. Also adjust the legs if you don't like cross-legged variation. And try to slow down, no more effort. Think about the arms are relaxing. If they're not, move them down a bit more. Make sure there is no more tension. Slow down the breath. 1 more. And then let's come back to center. Untangle the legs. Now bring both knees to chest and open them wide. We're gonna shine the soles of the feet toward the sky. So imagine your feet are standing on the ceiling. Then we're gonna bring the elbows inside the knees like we've done already and try to push the knees apart. And then we're gonna take our hands to our chest and really recreating that upside down yogic squat first. Once you steady the breath, let's go for a bit more relaxed version, holding the ankles or the soles of the feet. And you can add on any movements here. It's called Happy Baby. So as the pose, the name suggests, be happy. So do what makes you feel happy. Nobody cares how the baby looks if it feels good. So massaging the back is the main thing and letting go of unnecessary tension. And then after this pose, we're gonna come to our final pose, Shavasana. So that means you're gonna lie down or sit up in a comfortable for you position. Make sure you're warm, take blankets, maybe eye pillow, anything you need and settle in. And I really recommend you stay in that relaxation for 3 to 5 minutes if possible. And just do absolutely nothing. Use that time to reset. And guys, I'm gonna leave you there. I hope you enjoy the class and see you soon.